Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another video and welcome to another Wake Up Wednesday. Now, I feel like I haven't said that in ages, and I feel like I haven't said that in a very long time either. But do you know what? I can honestly just say, I think that 2020 is just the year where I'm just letting things be. I'm not putting too much pressure on myself in terms of if I need to put certain things on pause in order to focus on other areas of me, my brand, my business, whatever. I'm willing to do that because I know that sometimes things require sacrifice. And, for me, YouTube has been one of those things that I have kind of been sacrificing a bit as I set certain things up. So obviously you guys know that I took a bit of a break earlier on this year, or was that the end of last year? I can't even remember now, but I took a bit of a break for a couple of months as well. One, because I just felt like I was losing inspiration, and two, because I also felt as though I needed to just focus on developing my power class program, which I'm sure by now you guys all know, and you should definitely find out more information in the description box below and sign up to. And also I think it was my power wear collection that I was releasing. Again, information in the description box below. And of course this time it's because I finally launched my baby that I've been working on since last year, which is NT Media, my social media management and branding agency, which I am super proud of. I have an amazing team, and I have seen how lucrative and how blessed I am already. Honestly speaking, it's been amazing. We focus on basically helping people to manage their social media platforms, helping people to grow online, helping people really hone in on their brand and really understand where they're going and the direction of their brand, and getting things together like colors and quality and all that kind of stuff. So if you know that you need some help with that, and especially in terms of social media, again, everything is in the description box below. And we also offer services like, I might as well plug myself right now before you guys get into the video, but we also offer services like web design, UX, UI, which is, mostly things to do with like apps and all that kind of stuff. So user experience, user interface, logo design, helping you with just general branding. What else do we offer? A whole bunch of different things, graphic design, whatever it is that you need in regards to kind of like graphic design or building your brand, we are here to help. So make sure you check that out below. But anyway, I'm not here to talk about myself or the various things that I've been building over time. I'm finally back. There's been a number of you guys that have said, we've missed your Wake Up Wednesdays, we've missed you on YouTube. I'm officially back, okay? And hopefully, let's hope I'm not going to be taking any more breaks, especially not this year anyway. So today I wanted to talk about something that was actually sparked from a conversation that I overheard. It just happened to be that I was in the same vicinity as this person, who, by the way, let me make a straight disclaimer right now. Please do not feel as though this is an attack on this person's character. I'm not going to mention the name because I don't even know their name. Remember, I was eavesdropping. I don't know this person. But in case someone is like, isn't this you? Please listen. This is not in reflection of their character, who they are. This was just something that I overheard that was like, wait a minute, I want to talk about this on my YouTube channel. So I was in the hair salon a couple of weeks ago, and I overheard a young lady, again, don't know her from Adam, don't know anything about her, don't know her name, but she was getting her nails done, and she basically was talking about B. Simone. Now, you guys know I love B. Simone. Now, granted, she's done a lot of stupid foolishness recently, a lot of dumb stuff, but I still believe that she can definitely be rectified, and that she's just a young woman who's just growing and learning. Like, none of us are perfect. We're all growing and learning. We all say or do stupid things. All I can hope is that she's learned from it and does grow past it as well, and I hope that people will give her the grace to do so. Now, with B. Simone, she's done some stupid things, but this particular young lady was like, oh, I never liked B. Simone anyway, like I just did not like her. Whatever her reason was, I can't even remember, but she just said, I did not like B. Simone. So when I saw all this stuff happening, obviously B. Simone's been under a lot of fire, people dragging her on social media, cussing her out, her business has been under fire, her brand has been under fire, she as a person has just been under fire. And the girl said, when she saw all of this stuff happening, she was basically happy. Now, I don't know if happy was the term that she used, but it was something equating to the level of like, either she was happy, or that she was glad, or that she was like, yeah, like, she was like, yeah, I just sat there and was like, you like almost like you deserve it, or you deserve what you get. Now, granted, when someone does something stupid, there are consequences to their actions, and they should definitely get what they deserve. But the way that it was put, it literally made me think like, there are so many people who have this perception. There are so many people out there in the world. Though people might smile in your face, they might be nice to you. Some people who might even follow you on social media and you might think that they're a supporter, a fan, they're, you know, supporting your dream and your vision. Some of them are just there purely because they want to see your downfall. Purely because they want to see you fail. Purely because they want to see you go into ruins, go into bankruptcy, go into rubbish, become nothing. Because sometimes and it could be a number of different things. Now, I'm not saying that this is how this particular young woman felt, but I'm just saying that in other occasions, it could be that it's because they don't like that you are allowing your light to shine in the world. They feel like you should make yourself smaller, dumb yourself down, limit yourself, make your dreams smaller, whatever it is. They might feel some type of way about who you are, so that makes them uncomfortable. So the only thing that they can do is hate you from afar. And like I said, I know it. I'm so sure of it. I know that I have so many of you guys who, by the way, I just love you guys so much, because even in the midst of me going MIA and not really doing anything online, I've grown, you know, a couple of hundred followers. It might not sound huge, but I appreciate that. The fact that people are still following me, even when and even though I've put out absolutely no content. So it shows that you guys are committed to me and that you guys want to be a part of this journey, and I'm very, very grateful. But I also know that there are some people out there who follow me purely because they can't wait for me to release some form of negative news, especially because this is even worse. I am the type of person that 99.9% of the time, I will not come on my YouTube channel and be spreading negativity or be talking about woe is me and how terrible my life is. Not because my life I don't go through terrible or horrible or hard things. Absolutely not. I'm telling you right now, there are things and certain things that I haven't even shared with you guys, not because I don't want to, but just because I don't feel like it's the right time. One day you guys are going to hear some parts of my life that I've never ever shared before. Some things that I have been through that if you had actually monitored the time frame that these things were happening and seeing me still posting content, still pushing my businesses, still working, still grinding, you'll think, how the hell did you do it? Now, number one is by the grace of God. You guys already know I don't play with that. It is by the grace of God that I've been able to do the things I've been able to do, even in the midst of fire that has been happening in my own personal life. But on top of that, on my YouTube channel, you guys know that I come and I always try to see the positive of things. I always try to see the glasses half full rather than half empty. I always try to see the lesson from what most people will call a loss, or from the failure, for whatever people call it. And especially because of that, I bet you any money that there are people that come to my channel and that I irritate the hell out of them. I really do irritate the hell out of them. Why? Because they are waiting for the day for me to talk about something negative. They are waiting for my downfall. And guess what? I will never give them or anybody that satisfaction. And do you know why? Because I will not dumb myself down. I will not make myself any smaller. I will not stop my light from shining. I will not stop myself from being who God has called me to be. I will not stop pushing and striving for the absolute best of the best in this life just because it makes someone else feel uncomfortable. I will absolutely positively never do it. I will never give anyone that satisfaction. And that's what I want you to ask yourself today as you listen to this video. Are you going to give somebody else that satisfaction? Or will you continue to push beyond where you are today in order to make sure? And now I'm not saying, let me get something correct. I'm not saying that now the only reason that you stay motivated or that you keep pushing with a particular business or whatever it is because you just want to make sure that you don't look bad in front of people and it becomes a pride thing. Absolutely not. Because guess what? I have spoken to you guys before about companies that I have built and I dissolved. They don't exist today. That could be considered an L or a failure. You know, if you guys know, the video is still there out on my channel. I made a huge announcement a couple years ago where I was saying I was announcing BEBB Online, which was meant to be a platform dedicated to empowering people through education, teaching people things that they don't learn in school and teaching people things that they don't hear on the news. I had a plan, I had a vision, I was hungry, I was fighting for it. I spent my own money, my own hard-earned cash investing in this vision, and yet it didn't necessarily go in the direction that I had hoped. So what did I do? I realized that it was time to call it quits. And so I literally told my accountant, at this point I had two businesses, and I told my accountant, listen, I'm going to dissolve the company. I don't want it to exist anymore. It's not working out the way that I intended. I'm done. Dissolved. Today that company no longer exists. But do I decide to take that on as a failure? Absolutely not. I take it as a lesson that has taught me in regards to even the business that I have today. I don't take that as a failure whatsoever. And that goes into my next point. You only fail when you allow yourself to fail. You only fail when you decide to label it as a failure. Because majority of the time, the things that you call losses or the things that you say I failed at, there were the reasons that you learned some of the biggest lessons that you have learned to date. Fact. In fact, do you know what? Test yourself. Go back a couple of years from now to things that, not that you've just kind of come out of now and you can't even see the silver lining, but things that may have happened 3, 4, 5, maybe even 10 years ago that you've actually healed from now. That you've managed to heal from, or you've managed to deal with, or you've kind of, you know, gone past the point of whether it be trauma, whatever it is, you've gone past that point and you look back at that thing that you at the time considered a failure and just start pinpointing some of the lessons that you learned from it. And I guarantee you that you will pick up more lessons that you learned than it being a failure. But again, so many of us get so wrapped up in our emotions and feelings and we give other people that satisfaction. We give them the satisfaction and we label things as a failure. Don't give anybody else on this planet, anywhere, that satisfaction. You better keep pushing, keep striding, keep striving, keep grinding, keep doing what you need to do in order to make sure that you get to the place that you're going to get to. Do you know why nobody could ever call me a failure or ever seek for or even see my downfall? Is that no matter what, which by the way doesn't mean that negative things can't happen to me. Even if for whatever reason God allows me to go through, I don't know, I rebuke it in the name of Jesus, but if for whatever reason he decides, you know, I hit hard financial times and I lose everything, guess what? Best believe I'm going to start it again. That to me is not going to be a failure. I am going to ensure that I learn whatever lessons I need to learn in that process that God wants to teach me, and I will pick up from there and I'll keep going. Will it be hard? 100%. Will I probably cry? 1000%. I'm a crier. I'm a very emotional person. You might see me tough on my channel, but I'm a very, very emotional person. So will I cry? Absolutely. Will I probably struggle through for some time? 100%. But you know what I won't do? I will never give anyone that satisfaction of giving up on myself because I'm going through a temporary moment of pain or a temporary moment of hardship or a temporary moment of struggle. So I'm going to allow my future to be determined by temporary emotions? Absolutely, positively not. And that's exactly where you should be. So don't give anyone that satisfaction. Keep pushing and keep going because they don't even deserve to see that from you. So guys, that is it from me. I really do hope that you enjoyed today's video and I hope that you were able to take away something from it as well. Don't forget to like, subscribe, I'm saying that one more time, subscribe to my channel. All you have to do is just click on that red button and then of course click on the bell button so you're notified every single time I post a brand new video. Guys, like I said, I love and appreciate you guys for your patience. I love and appreciate you guys for always supporting me over the past few years. It's coming up to about 6 years since I started my YouTube channel and it's definitely been an amazing journey and I'm very, very grateful for every single one of you. I know that 2020 I said I was going to be super consistent, but you know what? I ain't even mad at myself. I ain't even mad at all. I think, you know, the past few years I've put a lot of pressure on myself, which has to some degree been good because it's meant that I force myself to be consistent. I force myself to show up, which is always important. But at the same time, I'm also trying to build other aspects of my business, which in the long run, yes, YouTube is amazing, but you guys already know I'm all about ownership. You know, I'm building my platforms that I own. Things that if YouTube was to shut down tomorrow, guess what? I would still be able to generate an income and still be able to generate the life and the lifestyle that I want for myself and my future babies. So yeah, I hope that you guys can understand that. And of course, just stay patient with me as well. I love you guys always. Don't forget to come back again next time when I post a new video. Stay beautiful.